Unfortunately, new movement mechanics means a new video. And as you know, once Call of Duty fixes something, they mess something else up. Apparently, there's a bug that if you do not play on tap to slide, then you cannot do this mechanic, which is not true. Since COD don't care about you, and I do, I'm going to show you exactly how, as well as some movement mechanics like these, where you can cancel out your slide cancel as fast as possible. First and foremost, go into your movement settings, go all the way down, right? And bro, I'm trying to record this with bots because I don't have friends. I want you to go to controller settings, go to movement all the way down, and I want you to turn off slide maintain sprint. You might be alarmed and think, oh no, I actually need slide maintain sprint, but you actually don't, especially if you play on single tap or ATS. You really don't. All right, the game is momentum based already. If you're sliding and if you just run out of your slide or just press your analog once, it's almost as if slide maintains sprint. You really don't need that setting, especially if there's a bug going on. So now let's get to the actual content. First thing I'm going to show you is how to come out of your slide immediately, just like that, right? So essentially what you're going to do is you're going to slide, right? That's the first step. The second step is you're going to pull your analog stick or your left analog stick down and then hold the slide again. So as soon as you do that, your character is going to instantly go down on the ground and then going to get back up. The faster you do this, the faster you cancel your slide, right? For example, if somebody is in this corner, right, you can cancel your slide so fast that you can be just like this, right? Or if you want to cancel it further, you can just cancel it just like that as well. So depending on where your player or where the other person is or how you want to play your situation, you can cancel your slide in so many different ways, whether it be fast or slow, and then it will still be just as effective, right? For example, like if somebody is like, for example, this guy's right here, right? I can just cancel like that. I don't know why I keep punching. Do not punch. So basically what you have to do is just slide, pull your analog stick backwards, and then slide again. Another perk to this, your player looks like it's gliding on the ground, and you essentially just break the other player's aim assist, right? All right, now, remember when I said both of these movements are essentially the same thing? They're essentially the same thing. So how you would do the Black Ops 6 slide, right, is essentially the same movement as what we talked about earlier, but in this case, you do not tag sprint. If you tag sprint, you'll most likely end up in this type of pattern rather than actually like... Dude, these guys actually just keep coming on me, bro. Wait. For example, if you're right here and somebody's like in there, right? You can challenge this gunfight in so many different ways. Like you can challenge this gunfight by like sliding like that, right? Or you can challenge this gunfight by like sliding close, right? Or I mean, you can just dive. I do not recommend that one. And honestly, these movements are similar in how they're done, right? Like they're pretty much the same thing. You're going to slide, right? And once you slide, you're going to pull your analog in whatever direction, and then you're going to hold the slide again. The only thing that's different is whether you have tag sprint or you don't. Jesus Christ, I just lagged into another dimension. I don't even know where I'm at. So essentially, you're going to have two movement mechanics. One looks like this, and then another one looks like that. Oh my God, I keep punching for some reason. Like that. Anyway, what's like pretty much the most important thing when it comes to both of these is whether you're tag sprinting or not, because if you're not tag sprinting, you will almost always hit this slide cancel where you're kind of like, Jesus Christ, you almost always hit that slide cancel where you're, you know, doing the normal Black Ops 6 slide cancel. But if you are tag sprinting, then you're more likely than not to hit like the normal slide cancel that you usually have in MW 2019. If you want a more comprehensive movement guide, I have a video at the bottom that goes over literally everything. I kind of wanted to just talk about exactly what you can do with this movement or with Warzone, just so you can kind of incorporate these two movement mechanics into your arsenal or whatever the fuck. I'm gonna go through my settings real quick, just in case like any of these kind of helps you. Stop killing me. So I have hybrid, obviously, right? And then I have slide maintain sprint off. These are pretty much what I have. Movement mechanic, I have slide single tap to run. Again, one thing I want to talk to you about is do not use tag sprint. I personally don't think anybody should be using tag sprint. If you have tag sprint, you do not have full control of your movement, bro. And trust me, as much as tag sprint actually helps you, I don't think you need it. I think you should do what is it? Single tap run. Essentially it's the same thing, but it gives you the option to walk like this, and I think this is definitely beneficial because you have a faster sprint and fire time than somebody that is just tag sprinting everywhere. Another thing as well, if you're tag sprinting everywhere and you're not actually like resetting your tag sprint by either like sliding, punching, or doing all these things, then you're more likely going to run out of your sprint and then be overall a slower player, right? So, but yeah, I hope I taught you something, and I will see you in the next video, which will likely be Friday. I have a banger coming now. Anyway, I will see y'all in a couple of days. So peace.